Hello, hello. How's everyone doing out there? Little YDBT Daily. I am beat. Friday, I am tired. Conducted a 2 hour long interview with Joel Steele yesterday. Boy, the amount of stuff I had to edit out. The dude was talking mad shit. So that's still a pro. I'm still editing. Because I don't want it to be 2 hours. It's probably gonna be like an hour and a half or an hour and 40 minutes. Very good time with Joel Steele. I really want to thank him for showing up and just shooting the shit for a while. It was great. It is not going to be like the Ben Stoner interview. Ben Stoner is very, in the pocket with the conversation, and Joel Steele likes to tell a story, and I think it's very good for audio listening. He's excellent at like telling you the whole rundown, with what the deal with the car was, how he got there, and subsequently the beef and silliness where he's being called a pro mod, this and this and that, but then he, the subsequent explanation for all of that was really good. I thought it was really good, and I think he's gonna come out looking super well. But man, there were so many times in there where he's like, "Yeah, don't put this in there," and I'm like, "Oh shit!" So, editing a 2 hour long video to bring it down to about an hour and a half, an hour and 40. It's a long process. So I started last night, beat up, and this is after the Ben Stone interview, 5 YDBT dailies, working every day 8 hours. So a little beat up today. So gonna probably and then I'm gonna probably put the wheels on the Fairmont. I'm sorry, wheels on the GT500 when I'm done here, because I love to work apparently. Psycho, and I got up at 4:30 to go to the gym. So for the people that out there that say, oh, you're supposed to have it easy, it's really easy to do what the fuck you do. Okay, do what I do. You'd last 2 fucking seconds. So hello everyone, how you guys doing? Happy Friday. Are you guys going to SCT Bradenton? A lot of you guys aren't. And that's fine, because SCT Bradenton, it's, there's nothing to do in Bradenton really except the track. Like there's nothing there except a bunch of strip malls and the track. People say, what about Tampa? Tampa sucks. Tampa sucks. Tampa sucks. There's a commercial going around here locally, like, have you seen what's going on in Tampa lately? And they show like two buildings under construction. And I'm like, I'm supposed to go there and watch 2 buildings go up under construction? Just the fuck out of here. So say hi to the people, talk some shit. Talk about SCT Bradenton a little bit. If you guys want to know anything about how everything went yesterday with the Joel Steele interview, it's gonna probably air Sunday night, because Saturday I need a break. Sunday I do peasant chat, and then I should be done editing the video Saturday, and then I'll air it prime time. That video is gonna air prime time Sunday. 8 or 9 o'clock on this channel. Look out for it. It's a good time. Again, it's a sit down and listen type thing. There's not a lot of visual going on there. We got Clip Clop the Horse. We got Mike Rodriguez, Eliza's, Andy Ali, Twin Force Fusion, Highboy Josh, Jared Wells, Mendoza's Coyote, Shipbox Fox, Coca-Cola, D-Rock Fox, Colorada 16, the guy where I got the tires from. By the way, those Nitto 555 R2s are good at about 650 wheel. I can't get more boost out of the car, and I got to figure out why. So I'm going to get a new belt, check out the deal, see if the fueling is good, and see if I can get up to about 14 PSI, and I'll let you know how the tires act at 14 PSI. Godfather, so 50, Ken McAllister, Cobby Coyote, Blake Bailey, Carter's TV, Candace Page, Fuel for Fire, 87. Twisted in Georgia, Selim, Sean, D-Rock, again, Donkey Mac. I already got all y'all motherfuckers. Y'all love to comment. I should have put this thing on slow mode. Can I still put it on slow mode? Let me see. I want to put y'all motherfuckers on slow mode customization, because you guys go way too fucking fast. Subscribers only and slow mode. Bam. Beautiful. Refresh your pages and go for the Daniel Green. In here, just being the fucking dude that he is, dropping his dick on the chat, because why the fuck not? He has money to burn. Why the fuck not? Go all the way down, go all the way down, go all the way down. Look out for my paid chat in 2 weeks. Thanks, says Mike Rasovic. Christian Colon says, I'm here to judge people's relationship with their father. Basically my job. And Coca-Cola, we got Tampa Coyote. So many things to do in Tampa while having a lower cost of living. Been here 21 years, never leaving. Tampa is fucking trash. It's trash. It's trash. There's nothing there. Ain't shit there. Traffic. A shitload of traffic. Yeah, awesome. I can't wait to go to Tampa and have nothing to do. Go to Ford's Garage and grab a bite, and then do nothing again while there's traffic. Fucking nothing up there, bro. I'm good. Lower cost of living. Of course there's a lower cost of living. Nothing going on up there, dude. I love how people go, I live in Florida, lower cost. Where do you live? Okeechobee. I mean, shut the fuck up. It's Okeechobee. Okeechobee is basically Tampa with Tampa is Okeechobee with water. That's it. And not good water. Gulf water, shit water. But they not they but they okay. Tampa is basura, says Florida Street Imports. Busch Gardens. Oh yeah, let's go to Busch Gardens for that one badass ride. I lived excuse me. I lived in Western Massachusetts, and we had a Six Flags. I didn't know how special Six Flags was until I started going to Disney and Universal and all that other shit. Like, you go to a Six Flags and they have like bomb ass rides, like psycho rides, you know? The Batman, the Superman, Medusa. You got just stupid stuff that'll scare the shit out of you, and it's fucking fast. Then you go to Busch Gardens and they got like one Colossus or something. And then Disney, they have literally nothing but like virtual stuff, which I fucking hate. I think it's whack as shit. Tampax says a Mustang lifestyle. I'd rather have that over the bullshit snow right now. I don't know why you guys keep complaining. There is no excuse not to move somewhere warm. Unless you are afraid, yeah, you're afraid of starting new. I'm telling you guys, the best thing I ever did in my life, quality of life, making sure my mental status was good, is getting the fuck out of somewhere cold. Just ridiculous. Fuck all that. Look at what's happening in Houston right now. Like, Houston is cold. Houston's cold, sleet, slush, people fucking running off the road. It's ridiculous right now. Houston is either 120 degrees or 30. I'll pass on that shit. Go to Tampa and hang out with Beefcake. Yeah, because I love Beefcake. He's a good guy, but like, we're gonna hang out. What are we gonna do? Oh man. Go to Tampa. I already got that. I am a little late today, but happy Friday, fellas. Yes, happy Friday. Look, Crackhead Turtle says Mike Rodriguez. Yo, what's up, everyone? So SCT Bradenton is coming up. SCT Bradenton, SCT in general, have they gone to a 2-day format yet? SCT Bradenton. Have they done a 2-day format yet? That's SCT Bradenton. Why the hell did it do that? It sent me to like the actual software company. Oh, 4th through 5th. Oh, today and tomorrow? What? So what do they do? Like a little hangout spot, then they race tomorrow and then it's done? Yep. So roll racing is $20. Let's share some screen with you guys to let you know what to look out for. Chrome tab, Bradenton. Share. So takeover, blah, blah. $50 for single day racer tech card. Classes are extra, 50 to 100 depending on class. Kids under 12 are free. Oh, a lot of Puerto Ricans are going to take advantage of this. Puerto Ricans going to take advantage of the cabrón. Dile que tú tienes 12 años. But Dad, I'm 17 and I have a mustache. He's like, nope, you're 12. VIP pit parking, $10 per day. Bradenton Mars Bar. Gates open at 3. Tech starts at then. Okay. Modified street. So wait, is this the classes? Modified street, mild street, daily. Oh, these are roll racing. Get the fuck out of here. Who gives a fuck about roll racing, drag racing? Wow, this is the terribly put together. Street racer class. Oh my god. Oh, so this is a schedule. Well, who put this together? Who the fuck put this together? Where are the classes? Is there like a tab that says classes? Let me see. Race rules. All in no prep. Oh, okay. So all in no prep, street racer class, small tire class, monster clutch, a stick shift class, daily driver, extreme street. You guys can't fit all this shit in one day. You cannot fit all this shit in one day. No fucking way. I guarantee y'all gonna be up at 1 a.m. racing at Bradenton. But hopefully it goes off without a hitch. You know, hopefully everything goes really well. But if I go, it'll be look. I want to go, but then all this, I have a lot of shit. I have too much shit going on here. I have way too much shit going on here that I have to really pay attention to. The channel's growing really fast. I have to, do a lot of stuff on the cars here, just stuff on the home front. And if it's 3 hours away, so if I'm going to drive up 3 hours, the event better be fucking badass. And if it's a shit show, like it normally can be, depending on a 1-day event, all that shit, you're going to have roll racing and drag racing, everything happen in a day or two. Boy, that's going to be real difficult. That event needs to just expand to be a full weekend, full real deal weekend. Because right now it's just kind of like throw everything in one class and hope everyone gets done. And I've seen some events, not necessarily streetcar takeover, but where people don't even get to race. Like they go up, they pay, they maybe get 1 or 2 qualifying passes in, and then crashes happen, cleanups happen, and rain happens because it is Florida. And then all of a sudden, Sasso, you can't get to run. And you're like, that was a fun experience. No, thank you. I'll pass on that shit. Roll racing is for guys who can't launch their stick cars. Whatever. I'm going to try to make a few SCTs this year. Maybe Bowling Green and Indy. Already looks like a fucked up event, says Jared Wells. Snow is only cool when you get enough to justify a badass sled. Just remember, in Bradenton, Cleatorus always wins. No, he doesn't. He lost last year. He lost last year to Wesley Evans, who again he came up in the conversation yesterday with Joel Steele, and you guys have noticed that a lot of guys are selling their cars. And I asked, because Joel basically made an announcement on the interview, and he's like, yeah, because racing fucking sucks. Taking it to the next level is big money. You can't trust people. Like, my biggest issue with building the Fairmont, to be honest with you guys, is trusting someone to do the work right and hoping that they're, I don't know, experienced, adequate, smart enough to like do the work right. Like, from what I've heard, there's more chassis issues than anything. There's people that out there that think that they can put a weld together, but they can't actually build a chassis that makes sense, something that makes accessibility nice for the transmission. So just because you can weld doesn't mean you can build a chassis, like a badass chassis. So, sometimes people have cut cages up and do them 2, 3, 4 times. Like, they do the chassis over and over and over and fix other people's fuck ups. And I'm just like, I don't ever want to experience that. So I'm sure like Wesley Evans, right? He has a 799 combo. In order for that thing to go quicker, it probably needs a stupid Billy Badass cage. It probably needs another, I don't know, fifty to $70,000 worth of work, like engine trans, like make another, I don't know, 700 horse to run like stupid numbers. And he's like, you know what? I'm just gonna go bankrupt at this pace. I got my 7. I'm good. I'm gonna just leave on top. And then, that's probably not a lot of people are contemplating that. Just like I said yesterday on the chat, that once you get a side-by-side, guys, racing's over. Racing's over because you have now satisfied the horsepower urge with a little side-by-side or a quad or a motorcycle or a little street bike or something like that. And you're just like, fuck drag racing. 313 Mike says, I appreciate you, Alex. How's the family? How's your interview with Mr. Stone? It was very, very informative. And you got another niche. Happy Friday to y'all. That interview did so well algorithmically. I think I've gotten over 100 more subscribers because of that video. The money went up 25%. Oh, just in that week. In this week, the money went up 25% because of the amount of views that video got. It was really well received. The Joel Steele interview, I think, will be similar, but for a different reason, because he's like a racer's racer. He's like a Marine, comes across dry. He ain't about the bullshit, says fucking shit every other word, and I love it. Thinking about selling my 2021 10-speed and getting a C8. Wow, you just bought a fucking Mustang and you're gonna get rid of it? Like, I've heard so many issues with the 10R80 that people are buying. People that were on the outside looking in, we're looking at 10R80 Mustangs and going, oh my God, this is badass. This is badass. I can't wait to get into one of these because I'm going to go 10s. Then they buy a tune, buy a cold air, and they're like, it's an 1150 car, 1170 car. And I'm like, yeah, what'd you expect? Well, on the internet, everyone, okay. On the internet at 3,200 pounds, yeah, everyone's going 10. But you have Recaro seats like a dumbass. You bought a performance package. Not only did you buy a performance package, you bought the Magna Ride, bitch. Like, people buy a Magna Ride performance package car and then they start trying to put Vikings on it. And one of our customers did that. And I'm like, yeah, he ended up having codes because the controls for the Magna Ride are going to go, where's my magnetic shock? I am expecting to have a magnetic shock, and the body control module is wigging the fuck out and it throws a code. So a lot of people keep the Magna Ride 2020 GT500 owners, performance package owners. They just say, leave it alone or live with a light. Leave it alone or live with a light. One of those two. If you want it done right, you got to do it yourself. I don't think so, Joey G. I think you got to pay a lot of money for a reputable shop that builds cars that are badass, and you got to wait years. Like, case in point, I would take my Fairmont to TIG Vision tonight, know that the job is going to get done well, know that the job is going to be meticulous, tucked, nice, great work, but it's not going to be cheap, right? But when you don't know, like, I only know the name TIG Vision because of Power by the Hour, London, all that stuff. But let's say you wanted to get after it. And we talked about that yesterday. And I'm not going to give too much away because he outlines how difficult it is to find a good chassis builder, cage builder, car builder, engine builder. Oof, so much stuff I had to cut out. And he has gone through, and then he gives an actual number as to how much money he has in that car. And I'm just like, you'll never recoup that money ever. But, I'll let the interview speak for itself. So look out for that on Sunday. Someone says I'm trying to taste pennies tonight. I miss my side by side more than anything. Fairmont just needs to be a weekend ice cream getter. Victor Garza. Fat House will be doing my 6-point. First thing I haven't done in my car myself other than the tune. Do not trust anyone. Channel will be going the next level. Loving it. That's what I'm trying to do, man. I'm trying to get this channel popping. Podcasting and interviewing people that are influential to me, I think, is important to the channel. A lot of you guys are going to want me to have people you think are awesome on the channel. You guys name names, and I go, that guy's going to be boring. That guy's not going to talk the way I want to talk, the way I want to come across. He's not influential to me. Like, I don't think I'd have Senior on the show because I've had him on so much, and I want him just to talk like normal stuff. And I feel that this audience wouldn't appreciate him. But Junior, when we talk about weightlifting, when we talk about cars, when we talk about not tuning, fuck tuning, Junior's really good at that. So is Brian Luna. So is Ben Stoner. And I think so is also Joe Steele. And there's a whole bunch of other people. And David Clunkerton, I'm sure, is going to have a lot to add to the interview process. You guys don't even know who they are. But once I start explaining why they're important, I think you're going to go, oh, that's why Alex did that. Everyone in town here is driving around on a side-by-side with a snowplow right now with no heat. Upgrade from a Mustang you can't tune to a Corvette that you can't tune. Yeah, Izzy, you're right. It's just a weird thing to do. I don't understand why people do that shit. The 10 speed hype was real until they realized it's not good to go stupid fast. Exactly, Mendoza's Coyote. But again, just like the Tremec comment that I made with Ben Stoner, no one believed me because some guy asked on the channel, have you ever driven a GT350, Alex? Have you ever driven a Tremec product to say that shit? And I'm like, motherfucker, you must be new here. You must get out of here. Like, I'm going to talk out of my ass like that. I've driven 800 horsepower NA cars, like big block, stupid dumb shit with a TKO 600, 3550s, 3160s, T56s, TR6060s. I've driven, come on, stop it with that shit. Trying to question my fucking chops. Fuck out of here. Don't drag race anymore. Converted my 88 GT back to street duty. Brand new interior, AC heat, 600 horsepower. Makes for a really fun street car. I'll probably die in it. Sometimes when you do it yourself, it turns out like B Turby's car. That's the thing. I understand my limits. I would never try to weld because, number one, I don't care. I don't care about welding. I don't look at a welder and go, whoa, look at the fucking, whoa. I don't care. I don't care. That's your job. You're supposed to look that. That's your job. It's supposed to look that good. Sorry. What do you want me to do? You want me to be impressed because you can do something well? Good. That's what you're supposed to be good. Well, look at this work. Shut up. Oh, it's art. Does it go fast? I really don't care. Trevor does it himself, and it's far from right. Biggest disappointment was finding out how much the Recaro seats weighed. Yeah, they're heavy. They're heavy. Coyote Austin says, it is just up for thought, but I'm not tired of the performance at all. Cars still stock to the C8 look exotic and crazy. Don't care for the LS 6.2, but the car itself is dope. Just thought. Nah, it's dumb. I mean, it's a good looking car, and if you wanted to perform really good in the parking lot, that's a badass ride, you know? So when are you going to go to Spotify or Rumble? Probably never. I don't know. I don't even know how to get on that shit. Do you ever think you'll go members only chat once the channel grows? No, I like the general audience coming in, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to talk to the general audience. By the way, I want to make sure that Daniel Green, I'm going to highlight his paid comment because Daniel Green's daddy on the chat. You know, you guys got a lot to live up for because this is new daddy on the chat. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, if I make a members, I don't think I make a members only chat. Let them talk, but I'll pay attention only to the green comments and then go from there. You driving Frank's PBH notchback around the track is one of my favorite videos, says Joey G. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I was terrible. I'm better now, but I was terrible because I've never driven that car ever. The first time I drove that car was at a track. It was nuts. It was fucking nuts. Oh, Joe Steele hit me up. What's going on? I gotta see what's going on with Joe Steele because I want to make sure that, what's he sharing? Oh, okay. He's showing the F3 F450 doing fucking sliding around Houston. We did that all the time up north. It's not special, guys. It's not special. My T45, my 2-valve is awesome. You drove a twin turbo GT350 a couple of years ago when you reviewed it. Guys, I've driven every fucking car that has it. Every Tremec that exists, I've driven. Stop it. You forgot the banner, sir. Thank you, sir. The label. I appreciate you very much because I want to make sure that Two Auto Solutions is paying good money to have that up there. Oh, by the way, if you reach out to me to ask me how much it costs to have your banner up and then you ghost, Okay, I love you. How much does it cost to advertise? Does anyone here know how much does it cost to advertise like in a magazine? Like Muscle Mustangs and Fast Forwards, right? How much does it cost to advertise in a Muscle Mustangs and Fast Forwards magazine for a year? Forget a year. Can you even get a month? Like, how much does Muscle Mustangs or Ford 50, if they're even around, uh, charge you to advertise on their shit, right? And you gloss right by it. You're watching, you're looking for the center thing, and you're just looking at car, looking at car. You're not reading articles, you're not looking at the actual ads. People just go boom, 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 boom. And someone said, probably $10,000. Yeah. And I've heard of 6,000, 5,000. I've heard of thousands of dollars. So if I say to you guys, this show on average, let me go to the live streaming, let me go to the studio, and let me look at this week of show content and how many people do those magazines reach. So in this last week, let's say live shows only. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So let me go. This is YDBT 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2. So we got 4, we got 10,000, 13,000, 16,000, and then we got 20,000 views for an hour. People this week, 20,000 people watched this channel for at least 30 minutes or maybe more because they're in on the chat per week. So can Muscle Mustangs and Fast Forwards, which is a monthly magazine, promise you 20,000 eyeballs on a product a week? No. Two Auto Solutions gets that many views because it's my face on their shit. So when I say a price, right, and I say, well, it'll cost this much, and then you absolutely dip out, I'm like, bro, then you don't even understand the game. You don't even understand the game. No clue. Twisted in Georgia. What's up, bitch? 100 Doge coins. And the vids are still up after the fact. Exactly. The vids are always up forever. And people can always go back and it'll get recommended to you later on. And that little sign right there, it'll always be there. So when I ask for, give me $500 a month, give me $200 a month, give me whatever you can afford, depending on the size of the shop, depending on what you can afford. If you dip out and ghost, you don't understand the game. I love you. You don't understand the game. 3,000 for a 2-inch by 2 in ad, says Brian D. You look a little thin in this camera setup. 10 dick sucked. Wow. I feel like more people subbed after you activated subscribers only mode. Look, you got to do that because you got to weed out the fucking bullshit, because there's a lot of people here that try to get a free lunch. And I'm like, look, I love you. I love that. I love that people come in here and then they don't subscribe, they don't watch, but they just come in here and talk shit. And I'm like, okay, that's fine, but at least subscribe and talk shit. That's all. I don't give a shit. It's a wide range, says Matt 2011 GT. To get into the front page inside on a national magazine can run $500,000. A local magazine can run $500,000 to $20,000 depending on the distribution. There you go. I found a stack of Honda tuning magazines from my teen years at my parents. Brought back memories. I've thrown away so much money on useless advertisement. This channel would be worth every penny with all the views, says Florida Street Imports. Imagine a channel that gets 20,000 views just on the lives. Forget the other videos, and your logo is on the screen for an hour. I mean, come on, Carlito. It wasn't even turned on. Mr. Joel Steele in the house. Is he in the house, or did someone just name himself Joel Steele? Oh, here we go. He says, what's up? What's up, Joel Steele? How you doing? We're going to be talking some shit a little later. I don't even know if that's a real Joel Steele, but we'll see. Let me see if he hits me up on Facebook, because yesterday we talked a little bit, and I think he's going to be intro to the interview. Oh, okay. No. I did. Joe Steele, I got it. Joe Steele, I got it. I know what needs to happen with that video. I already got it all laid out. It's all good. It's the intro to the video is going to be pretty good. Don't worry about it. I got it. I have creative control of how the video looks. No soda today. No soda today, dude. I just want to, I'm just beat, to be honest with you. Super beat. It says one. What happened here? It says one. It says that the stream dipped out and it had one viewer. I was like, whoa, what's happening? Bryce, tire size for around 600 crank horsepower. Stop it. No one measures their fucking horsepower by the fucking crank. Get out of here. What's up, Alex? I'm a trucker in California and enjoy listening to your channel. Great content. Thank you, Jose Ruelas. If you put your logo on this channel screen, you better have good product. You always know. You You already know you need a milk jug. Yes, you need a milk jug because I need to verify who it is. You need to verify who it is. And apparently it is Joel Steele on the chat because he hit me up on Facebook and said, yes, it is I. So guys, if you want to ask Joel Steele questions, have at it. Florida Street, we used to run ads like that, says Matt 2011 GT. And if they're a waste of money, they're a waste of money for a company our size. Interesting. Turvey's channel probably has more views than 90% of us. How about access to Sarah and Tuned OnlyFans exchange for ads, says AZR. So Sarah and Tuned was the woman that used to be a guy that now does car stuff. So it's like I'm not gonna go there because you can get canceled real easy nowadays. Might have to rename the website and pay you for advertising since I do actually sell parts for all makes and models. I mean, I'm telling you. Alex, it's already 60 plus hours in this week between lunch tuning and both channels. The man deserves a good meal and a night's sleep. But the thing is, I won't sleep. The thing is, after this, I'll go and work on the GT500 or something. See, and then someone starts to change their name. See what I mean? This is the problem with this chat, right? And this guy's not subscribed. So you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna do a nice solid and get rid of the bullshit because I'm sick and tired of the bullshit here. I'm gonna get out of here. You want to play games? Fuck it. You don't even need to put up the one. I did it for him. Come on, please get the clicks and the licks on the button. I have a GT350R, says Jeremy Huglin, with a stock trans, and it's the weakest part of the car, in my opinion. A lot of people hit me up when I said that the 3160 is not that great. And I think they thought that it wasn't like a smooth driving transmission. And I literally never said that. I literally said, once you put a Whipple on or something and the clutch likes to fly out, like it explodes. Guys, it doesn't break and have an internal rumbling noise like an MT82 does. When that motherfucker breaks, it shatters shit. Like I saw one, the clutch exploded, took the bell housing chunk with it and a chunk of the block with it. And I was like, how the fuck did that happen? So, at 8,300 RPM, because the 350 can rev, if you have a failure at that RPM, real bad shit can happen. On an MT82, I've never seen a bell housing break on an MT82 unless user error or someone installed the clutch badly. But on a bone stock GT350, absolutely. I've seen carnage from hell take that bitch out. We say bye-bye. I used to run ads. The one just makes us feel like our opinion matters, says Wit SVT. Dumbass didn't even spell the last name right. Yeah, I'm not playing today. I'm just like, fuck it. It's Friday. I'm tired. I just want to give you guys a show, talk some shit, give you the puro 956 a la verga, cud.
Puro pinche 956 a la verga, cud.
The Mexicans absolutely love that sound clip. They think it's like the best thing in history. Alfredo Diaz says to Joe Steele, what's up, man? I bought your Boss cylinder heads a few years back, and they've been in my car running great, gapping fulls on the street, says Alfredo Diaz. Love it. Have you seen the video on YouTube where one of Midnight Performance Cars races a Chevy turbo truck and the guy is really a short guy? Yes. And I think he beats the Midnight car. And then he's like, I don't want to run you again. And he's talking all that shit. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know how Manuel Gomez didn't just fucking start laughing the whole fucking time. But he kept the straight face, treated him like a grown-ass man. And there's no way I could have done that. 3.4 pulling on race gas. Do you think the fuel system will hold? I don't know, Eliza. Just log it. You ask the same question every week. I love you, Eliza. You ask the same question every week. You need to just log it, and if it blows up, you'll know that it doesn't. Joe Steele says, hell yeah, badass. Definitely going to go with a Vortec V3 for my S550. Just want a fun street car upon your recommendation and videos, and you have posted on your own setup. Great info. Love the channel. Thank you, Godfather S550. JD Swag says, yeah, people get butthurt when you tell them that Tremec is not the best. It's not bad, but when people want to believe, they want to believe that their car is the best. And when you tell them, no, that 3160 is not any better than an MT82, they lose their minds. They start going, I'm not going to buy the GT because it's got a China transmission. Okay, so this Tremec is better than the MT82. Yep, it's Tremec. Okay, then when it explodes, they're scratching their heads. And I'm trying to warn them, but they don't listen. They don't listen because I'm Alex Flores, Puerto Rican, and that's how people look at it. Puerto Rican douchebag, not like a douchebag. Puerto Rican douchebag doesn't know shit, doesn't know anything. Then Ben Stoner, a reputable, great, nice, well thought out professional man, says the exact same fucking thing. And y'all motherfuckers are like, oh, great information, man. I'm going to avoid that in the future. Fucking cuck ass motherfuckers. What's up with the new camera setup, Alex? Where the fuck have you been? Just switching it up from the desk setup? Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been for 2 weeks on this shit, bro. Or maybe a week. I like it. I like this new slow-mo chat. It seems more chill in the chat. Yeah, sometimes it would get, someone would say, ha, 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 and then keep saying that. Like, I'm like, no. You're spamming, bro. Do you ever get to drive Jeremiah Camp's S197 again? No time. Literally no time. I'm going to try to do it on the weekend. Flywheel slicing your feet off at the ankles, Rilla Nations. Jesus Christ, Matt 2011 GT. Rilla Nation says, what's up, Alex? Just checking in before the end of the week to bang some chicks on the weekend, regardless. Whoa, nuts. Hey, Alex, could an MT82 handle 800 horsepower with a clutch upgrade and a one-piece drive shaft? Generally, they do. They generally do. They generally hold up to the power pretty well as long as you have a good clutch in there. As long as you're not driving like a fucking psycho and ripping the shifter off the bitch, they tend to do pretty damn good. You're a Motor Rican, says Coyote. I'm in a cult. Alex, I have 355 gears on my 17. Should I upgrade to 373s to race? I have no idea what you got going on in your car. Like, I literally don't have any idea what's going on in your car. Let me go to the YouTube because it says I have one viewer on the chat, and I don't know. It's like going in and out. So I want to make sure that I'm not losing connection on this shit. YouTube Studio, yada dee. It's weird because StreamYard comes in and out, comes in and out, comes in and out. Come on, channel. Come on. Oh, looks like YouTube's being stupid. No, apparently it's all working. It just shows one person on the chat. So maybe this thing is just jacked up. Fuck it. I'm just gonna wing it and go from there. Joe Steele, do you ever regret the time and money you've dumped into racing? Oh, he'll answer that. He'll answer that shit on Sunday, 100%. The whole interview was, we get money amounts, we get everything. I'm too late, but dropping a like anyway, says Ali Al-Husseini. Okay, but T56 is better than MT82, right? I broke the forks twice on stock power. Don't tell me I just wasted 8,000 on T56. T56 can't break. You understand? A stock geared T56 can break. Don't think that you can just drive it like a fucking asshole and it'll just survive. It needs to have like a PPG gear set if you're gonna go super duper racing. But if you're just fucking around on the street, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, mine showed one person too, and it just refreshed, and it's fine. Now, let me on the chat. Oh, there we go. Okay, let me see if, there it is, 246. So a little refresh, and it seems to be okay. Sorry, Alex, I can't type today. I was saying I hope you bang some chicks this weekend. Regardless, have a great weekend. It's just a dick says 244 watchers, 155 likes. That means there's almost 100 lazy motherfuckers out there. Now, don't worry, guys. I'm back. Don't worry about it, guys. I just refreshed the page and it went boop, boop, and it was done. Waiting on the MGW to show up before I put my Calimer Stage 2, says Black64. You'll like it. The install is a bit of a process, but at the end of the day, it's pretty straightforward. You should be good to go. All right, good. I'm just fucking around on the street. Got it. It said 244 watching until I hit the like button. Then it said 1. Interesting. Someone said the screen went bye-bye, bitch. I'm right here, guys. So relax. I'm literally right here. Gorilla shifting always breaks transmissions. Right. So a lot of people, I think, buy a T56 and they think it's the end-all be-all. And it's never going to break. And then it's got bone stock gears from Tremec. Like bone stock gears from Tremec. And then they go, wait a minute. What do you mean it broke? I can't believe it broke. It's a T56. Guys, a Cobra Terminator has a T56. That bitch breaks. It's got a 10-spline input shaft. You got to upgrade. That has a T56. And when people say, Viper Spec 356, that bitch will break too. Like, that bitch will break, no fucking problem. Turvy eyeballed YouTube servers. Hey, Alex. My 4-cylinder world-class T5 will handle 1,200 horsepower, asking for B Truviate. The way I see guys shifting at the track is no wonder that it breaks. I like to know what the rear end costs in Joe Steele's car. Damn, nice shit, dude. That shit is art. And he talks about that he talks about everything. He lays it all out there for everyone to talk about, or for everyone to get everything. He is very detailed as to what the build was, the rear end, who he worked for, who the guy used to work for, everything. Very detailed. I think you guys will enjoy it on Sunday, 100%. Just got to edit the shit out of that fucking video. You think the flywheel carnage is bad? Have y'all seen the Civic on the dyno that blew up and something from the engine bay sliced a dude in the jugular? I don't want to see that. I don't think I want to see that. Alex, well, what's better in your opinion, a T56 or a TR6060? Depends on the application, but isn't a TR6060 basically a remote shifter mounted T56? But the T56 has a removable bell housing. So I would say the T56 because you can then upgrade to a good SFI approved, race stuff. And you can get aftermarket PPG gear sets and this and this and that. Whereas the TR6060 on Mustang specifically, I don't know anything about Challengers and Chargers or Challengers and Corvettes and Camaros. They haven't integrated on Mustangs bell housing. So you have to cut it up or just upgrade to a T56 in order to get a legal bell housing in the track, for something that passes tech out of track. Tristan Georgia says, I'm at the hospital visiting my wife and streaming your channel while I'm here. She loved watching with me. She's intubated, but it's a thread of normal I can cling to and look forward to daily. Oh my God, really, Twisted in Georgia? Is she awake? Like, is she awake or she's just, man, that sounds like an awful experience. Hopefully she pulls through, man. Do you have plans to interview Terry from Beefcake Racing? No, probably not. There's nothing really to talk about with him. He's a parts guy and there's nothing really to talk about. No offense to him, but I want to talk to people that have stories. And Brian Luna has a shitload of stories. So's Joel. So's the people I interview. So's Mr. Clunkerton. A lot of people that I'm looking to interview have stories that you probably would not have heard of unless it gets brought to the forefront. But I'm not going to be like, okay, today, guys, we have Beefcake from and then we have Justin from American Muscle. What the hell am I going to talk about with them? They're like cool shit. No opinions on shit. No opinions on setup. No. You can hit them up directly and they can tell you what you want. Street TR6060 badass shit built T56. Got it. TR6060, the one that came in the 1314 GT500. Yes, 1314. Actually, all GT500 from 07 and up have a TR6060. Up until 2012, they had a 297 first gear, and 13 and 14 they had 266 first. Now, the 266 first gear it's way long in first, but supposedly it's closer ratio than a 297 first TR6060 from 07 to 12. Do you know what I'm saying? What's a good transfer of Fox car with a 351 street car, but I shift like a fucking drunk gorilla? Something bad, like Billy Badass, like some G-Force or G5R, not G5. What is it called? The one that's like on Wesley's cars and the ones that are on most Coyote stock cars, like super badass stuff. But a T56 is probably your Huckleberry, like all done up, like all the shit. It's gonna cost, dude. It's gonna cost you for. I should have asked Joel how much it costs, and if he's on the chat, how much does it cost to build the trans similar to yours? We're talking 12 grand. I know the clutch is like 5 or 6 grand, maybe more. But what are you talking for just a trans? PPG gear set, the billet plate, the internal pump, the whole Billy badass shit. 12.5, 14,000. It's probably big money. Dana Green, have any jobs open? Alex, did you hear that the 2023 Mach 1 Mustang will make a limited edition 767 Mach 1? I don't care. I don't care. Is Brian Luna, the Brian Luna one is going to be great? I hope so, because he's a really good guy to talk to. Guys, if you've never actually, I think him interviewing, you don't get a good sense of him, but I think him being interviewed and seeing his reaction to some of the questions that he probably wouldn't want to answer, I think is going to be my favorite part of the interview. I know you'd have Jake on a bunch of videos. How do you think the interview would do? It would not do well because Jake is not good on camera. He's very good on a phone and just explaining stuff, but like chit-chatting, he's not comfortable opening up like that. He keeps stuff close to the vest, so he would not be good on an interview. Chris Romero says, but Alex, how can my 3-letter engine company forge motor brake? It's forged, isn't it? Heavy sarcasm. Don't you have to interview Justin from American Muscle to find out what his fingers smell like? He must have fucked so many girls. Good for him. Good for him. He's a good-looking guy. He's always traveling and shit. Good for you. I mean, I don't know. He's probably super loyal to his wife because we all are. Oh, man. GeForce 101A says Joel Steele. There you go. Thank you very much. Pat the One. Victor says something to Pat the One. Pat the One say. Pat the One has good comments all the time. Something tells me Woman Driven has stories that are interview worthy. I mean, I don't even know what do you, I'm going to say. So when you were pulling the engine out of the GT350 and you ripped the harness out of it, how'd you feel? The interview with Brian Luna is going to be fire. I hope so. Will you ever have Aldo Wells or Manuel Gomez? Probably not, because they've already had interviews with Mexico Racing League. So there's nothing that I'm going to ask them that Brian already didn't. Brian knows them way more intimately than I do. So his interview would be better, 100%. So Aldo's been on his show twice, so just go down there and watch him. I mean, I don't know what to talk to him about, to be honest. I mean, he's a badass welder, badass stuff. What are you going to talk to him about? You know, I don't know him on a personal level, but the people that I have talked to have stories behind them, like Fat Fab, the beef, and the car, and Brian Luna, Mexico Racing League, and David Clunkerton was Vengeance Racing, Roush, and National Parts something now he works at, and but he has a really good knowledge background of LS LT stuff, and I can really pick his brain on it. Hesham Alman says GT500 braking carbon fiber wheels. One wheel costs $4,000 to $6,000. Alex, would you ever buy your black car back for a good deal? Have you ever over it completely? I'm not over it, but I'm not going to buy. It's not going to pass $13,000, $14,000. I don't give a fuck what I think it's an auto turbo car now. Gay as shit. I think my old black car is an auto turbo car. Gay as shit. Oh, another on-3 twin turbo fucking auto car. Oh, wow. Fuck that. Have a mannequin stunt double with Jake on his speaker. Yes, I need a mannequin here and then have like the phone in its mouth and just talk to it. I'm going to set up a second camera, so I'm going to see how I can do that without having the echoing, and that's another thing I have to work on, guys. I work on the channel when I'm not working on everything else, just kind of trying to get a camera. I'm not trying to sound like a complaining, whiny bitch, but it is work. Stranglehold Outdoor says, hey, Alex, have a great weekend. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you very much. Matt says, you may get pissed for me for asking this, but you missed the paid by Twisted 50 that he'd appreciate you read. Okay. Sorry. Kylon says, what's your favorite manual you've ever owned? It was the any T5. T5 shift great. They explode. But in terms of the feel, nothing was better than a good old-fashioned T5. Let me see. What did Twisted say? Here we go. Twisted in Georgia. I already said that. Matt, you motherfucker. I already said that. Man, pay attention, motherfucker. Fuck you. What's wrong with you, Matt 2011 GT? I literally said that I hope your wife pulls through. What the fuck? Why not run a Jericho transmission? Jericho? What year is it? 2022. This motherfucker wants me to run a Jericho transmission. Why don't I run a Lenko? Why don't I just run a fucking Lenko? You know, just to get McDonald's. Why don't you run a Jericho? What is wrong with people? A Jericho. What year is it? Why don't you run a top loader rock crusher? Why don't you run a top loader 4-speed, man, with a vertigate shifter? Fuck's wrong with people? Tony Cam for the win. Yes, Tony's literally sitting right there, being cute as fuck. And I could set up my phone as a camera pointing at him, or this camera. This was the one I used to have right here. This is the old camera that y'all saw me before with, this piece of shit, this thing. And I could set it up just pointing at a homeboy, but time. I need time. What would your dream car to Coyote swap be? I'm going to be honest with you guys. I love you. I'm over it. I'm over Coyote swapping. I'm over it. The money you spend, it's got to be stick. It can't be auto. It can't be. It's so fucking boring. The 8.7 run was absolutely fast in the Fairmont. And then I was bored to death. It was boring. So would I ever Coyote swap another car? Probably not. Because it's boring. Absolutely boring. No, I don't think I'd ever Coyote swap another car. I want something that, you know, you can shift. It's rowdy. It's got a lot of torque NA. That's the big thing. Torque NA. Coyotes just don't have that. But Coyote swapping something? Never. Something with a Coyote? Yeah, I'd buy. But Coyote swapping something? No. Like if I buy a backdraft Cobra, it'd already have to be Coyote swapped. I am not doing any of the work. Have you ever heard of the JTI transmission? Nope. 3 on the tree. 3 on the tree. Boy. Finally upgraded to that old Samsung. The S22 is coming out in like a week. Shit, badass. Alex just built a battle bot. Not a fucking homo. A battle bot? Have you seen the guys that build battle bots? No, that's not me. Macho Matt says, interview Christian, we want to hear the beef. it's not good. It wouldn't be good for him. So he would look really bad. So, it's better for him to not talk about it. It's better for him to not talk about it because it really doesn't involve him. You know what I mean? It's not really him that's the issue, but what are you going to do? Whenever people tell me they want a Coyote swap like a Ranger or something random, I have to be nice and smile and nod, and I'm with you. I just don't care. I just don't care. Because if you say, "Oh, Alex, look, a 6R80 Coyote swap Ranger," I go, "Ugh, why do you do that? Why did he spend $15,000 on a swap?" Again, I'm not saying don't do it, but I've done it. And after doing it, I don't want to do it again. No way. I would buy it done. Absolutely. See, because a lot of you guys have really, really bad listening comprehension. A lot of you guys are fucking stupid too. Like really, really, really fucking stupid. I say shit and you guys hear something else. Like, that's why I use the word generally most of the time. I might, you guys don't know how to listen. So that's when I say generally, you guys go, "Oh, he said it's definite." I'm like, no. What would your favorite car to swap a 3-valve in? See, I mean, come on. Would you interview Kyle from 1320 video? No, not that I dislike him. I just, I don't, what am I going to say? Hey, man, so I see you got famous and rich from filming other racers. Don't tell me about that. No. Actually, I would ask him if he feels, I would ask him some shit. I'd be like, "Hey, Kyle, so do you think that Cletus owes you because you basically put him in front of the camera and made him who he is today? Like, do you feel you're owed something?" I probably start beef with him and Cleet. Thought I wanted to swap an OBS F-150, started to price it out, and it bought me a 2019 F-150 instead. Again, guys, if you guys want a Coyote truck, buy one with a Coyote in it. If you have a lot of money, I repeat, a lot of money, yeah, go ahead, swap a Coyote in it. Awesome, reliable, starts, makes good power, see you later. If you don't have a lot of money, get Coyote out of your head. Get it out of your head. Yeah, auto is boring. I'm bored of it. Just saw a guy swap a 2-valve for a 3-valve. Wow, did he think that was an upgrade? We all are stupid here. Yes, we must be. I mean, you might. I mean, you replied to it. Meaning you got triggered. Pat the One says, "It's the end of the week and Alex is lighting folks up." Yes, I have no patience for people today. No patience for people today. Or get him to admit the Coyote platform doesn't get enough coverage in that channel. He knows that, but his channel gets more coverage from a 240 with an LS in it or a 2J than a Coyote. Coyote, look, people are trying to get people that are into racing that were dealing with LSs and pushrod shit. They open up a Coyote, and I think they hate to admit that they don't know what the fuck they're looking at. They just go, there's chains, there's 4 valves per cylinder, dual independent variable. Fuck this. Just get a 5.3, throw some ARPs in it, and we're going to make 1,000 twice, and then blows up, and then we'll do it again. Whereas a Coyote, Joe Steele said on the interview yesterday, he had one last him 2+ years at 1,200 plus horsepower. 2+ years, 26 PSI, sending it down the fucking track every time. A boss motor, just chilling, something that came from the factory with some maybe ARP hardware. So not stock, but, ARP hardware. And I'm just like, but you got to have the money for that stuff in case shit goes downhill. What's up, Alex? Got to start over. Just now joining the original SP. What would you say to poor people? Look, I'm not rich that want to engine swap. Don't. Ernesto Gonzalez, right there, you answered it. If you don't have a lot of money, okay, let's price it out, right? Let's talk. We got a couple minutes. Ooh, my back is fucked up. That's the other thing. I hurt my back and I'm just cranky. You have a 88 Fox, right? 88 Fox body or 93 Fox body, mint. So now you have to buy, you want to Coyote swap it. Now, do you want to do it the poor man way or the right way? So you can get a 96 and up K member or whatever, make it fit, or 94, 96, whatever K member, or you buy a K member from UPR or your favorite suspension company. That's going to be over $500. Bam. A-arms and K member, $500. Sasso. Control pack, $1,800. Control pack, $1,800. You're already up to $2,300 on a control pack and a K member. Then you have to buy the motor. That's right, the motor. So you buy the motor, and guess what? If it's a good one, it's going to be $3,000 to $5,000. Let's just go to $4,000. So now 2,300 plus 4,000 is $6,300 for a motor, a K member, and wiring. Then you got to buy an engine harness. Unless it didn't come with an engine harness, but let's say it did. Let's keep that 4,000 in there. $6,300 engine, K member, control pack. Then you got to buy all your accessories, all your shit. Unless you bought it from parts, NPD or some parts farm where they give you everything and you think I can just wire this up and put the rest of the loom in the dash and it's going to be good. No, it's not. Then a transmission. What transmission are you going to go with? What transmission are you going to go with? You're not going to go to T5. You're not going to go with a Tremec 3550 because it doesn't take the RPM. A TKO 500 doesn't take the RPM. TKO 600 doesn't take the RPM. Plain and simple. At 6,300 RPM, grinds in the gears because that clutch does not want to disengage. Then you got to get a clutch or a torque converter and a 6R80. What's a 6R80 cost? What's a torque converter cost? You're gonna be $10,000 to $15,000 because after you get the big stuff, all the little stuff starts to matter. All the little stuff, the little bolts here and there, the tank, this, that, the hoses, the radiator, the fans, and then the labor to put it in, unless you're putting it in. Do you poor people have $10,000 to $15,000? No, that engine swap is not for you. You're welcome. Alex should interview Venom Kills Demons guy. I don't know what he's talking about. Find a new hobby. Don't forget, that's all cash, right, Muffler? It is all cash. You can't finance that shit unless you're really stupid and you max out 2 or 3 Discover cards, not even Visas or MasterCards. 2 or 3 Discover cards, you max them out and then you're paying them for 15 years because you're paying the minimum. Then, trust me, it's not for you unless you have that money cash. A firm swap, says Coyote and Nicole. Stolen parts at 40% at 40% retail. Hey, Alex, do you recommend who do you recommend for doing gears in the rear end besides Turvey? Mikey. Mikey's really good. Donnie used to be, but he's not doing that shit no more. I think Lujan Motorsports does them, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm talking Florida. Alex, Tesla Model 3 Performance SY plaids are perfect. 9 out of 10 car. Guys, turn it on. Go get people. No modifications needed. Just press the accelerator. But I understand because I talked to Joe Monero at UPR and he had one. He goes, dude, this thing's perfect. I don't have to do shit. Just charge it. And it's awesome. It's awesome. I love it. It's fast. It's torquey as fuck. He goes, I don't have to do shit. And I beat 90% of the cars on the road. He loves it. And he goes, it's just like the perfect car. And I'm like, God damn it. Who all caught pink after yesterday's episode? Be honest. Ella swapped my S197 with a built 400 4K. Yeah. Okay. I mean, yeah, I believe that. I believe it all day. You can buy a clean 11 to 14 GT for the cost of a swap, says Evan Smith. Thank you. You can buy a clean 11 to 14 GT for the cost of a swap. That's what I mean. I don't dislike the Coyote engine. A lot of you guys can't afford the swap. And you're saying swap. And I'm like, no. Just buy the car or finance the car with a Coyote in it. If you're going to affirm and credit card your way into a Coyote, why not just put $5,000 down on a car or $3,000 down on a car and then finance the rest of it? Then you have a Coyote car. James says, I have a 20,000 cash on my SXS and it's more fun than my old Fox body. I'm local. That's why I asked. Oh, Stitch 50. Mikey, which is Chamberlain Motorsports at Chamberlain Motorsports, Michael Chamberlain on Instagram. And he's going to be taking in a lot of work really soon. Do you think the fuel system for your truck will fit your white car? I was going to ask Beefcake about that. I was going to say, hey, they provided Four Innovations provided this is good. I can hear the rest. Four Innovations provided a fuel system for the truck. And now it is confirmed, I think, that the truck will not go turbo. That means I'm not going to put a Whipple on it. Fuck no. I'm not going to put if it's going to go 13s, why put a Whipple on it? And I'm not going to put a Paxton. I'm not going to put unless the Vortec kit is ready now. Now. Can I buy it now? No? Then what? I'm going to have a supercharged truck that it's just like, what am I doing? It's not a good tow rig. It's just a big, dumb, fast truck. I'd rather keep it NA, fuck around NA, then sell it and just literally sell it. Let someone else turbo it. Let someone else supercharge it. Because how many RCSBs are up for sale right now that aren't super fucked and they've stuck fingers up its ass and fucked it over? Not many. I'm poor. I swap shit and it's still expensive. Salvage title of the Mustang from Hialeah Foos, says AZR. Wanted the wife to get the Model 3 Performance, but she got an Explorer ST instead. That's really dumb. Cody Allen says, I have a Gen 2 5.0 Mustang that has 30,000 miles. It's paid off. Would going with the Gen 3 be much of a better car than what I have now? Fuck no. Keep your Gen 2. Mine has the bells and whistles with exhaust and Lund tune. Keep your car or sell it and get into something else. The Gen 3 is not that much of an upgrade over a Gen 2 if you want to modify it heavily. I still think Gen 2 is King Daddy when it comes to heavy modifying. If you're just going to do basic street car shit, I wouldn't recommend buying a Gen 3 because right now cars are severely overpriced. So I would keep your Gen 2 if it's paid off. Stitch 50 says, thank you, sir. Bro, I just downloaded an E85 tune for my Gen 3 today for the first time. Such a huge difference. Shit, it goes through the gears like nothing. And big difference from pump gas. Boosted 10 already says, Alex, I'm definitely interested in the truck. Yeah, okay. Hey, look, they say that. But then when you start talking money, they don't say nothing. But Boosted 10 already, you know what, are going to hold of me. Bought an F-150 Coyote engine for dirt cheap. Supposedly had a bad valve. Pulled the heads off. Other than carbon buildup, it was fine. Good for you. Good for you. That's badass. Alex, what's the ticket on the Mamalona? I don't know. I don't know how much I'd ask for it. I have to see. I have to see how much I owe because it is. Oh, here it is. It is financed. Wow. Fuck, paying cash. Let me see. Is there balance on this? Excuse me. Dude, where's the balance? Why doesn't it show balance? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, yeah. I don't know. How much can I get for a 30-something thousand mile RCSB base, like rubber floor mats, but it's 4-wheel drive. I don't know, 40, right? 2018, 40? I don't know. Aftermarket clutches for 630, you would recommend the only ones that are available. Anything from Power by the Hour or Suncoast or Beefcake or whoever. It doesn't matter. McLeod, Beefcake, Suncoast, Exetti, Ray Bestis, anybody. Someone said 30,000 easy for my RCSB for a regular cab short bed 10R80 truck. You said 30,000 easy? 40,000, 30,000. If Alex sells his RCSB, I'm gonna sell mine too. Hoopty gang. Will you buy another truck if you sell the F-150? Fuck no. I would buy a Model 3 Performance or a Navigator, one of the two, because I want comfort and some towing ability. And that F-150 sucks for towing. It sucks for towing. That looked like a repo notification. Yeah, a Wells Fargo repo notification. Yep, I have a Wells Fargo repo notification. That looked like a how much nitrous can you spray without pulling timing on E85? Gen 3 F-150. Probably 100. Without pulling timing? I mean, depends. If you're stuck at 30 degrees right now, I wouldn't want to shove 30 nitrous on a 30-degree tune. But if it's a 26-degree tune, yeah, 100 shot, you're good. Definitely do not recommend maxing out your Affirm. Exactly, Mendoza's. How much nitrous already got that? The 4x4 makes it a lot more desirable, right? People don't understand the 4x4 makes it more desirable for street shit. What exactly is drag mode E85 tune? I got sent that, and not sure what the difference is. No, you didn't. You did not. 2011 5.0 Coyote. Do you have a 2011 or 2018 and up? 2011 5.0 Coyote. I'm gonna keep your comment up. Let me know. I paid $42 for my OTD for my 19 Platinum 5.0 with 3,500 miles in May 2020. I say I got a deal. Big time, you got a deal. Big time, got a deal. Alex, enjoy the weekend, says Eliza's S550. Thank you. We got a couple minutes left. Get the fuck out of here. I want to see if 2011 F50 Coyote. Anyway, for those of you that don't know what drag mode is, it just shifts firmer. That's all. It just shifts firmer. Okay. Drag mode enables the pressures up to be really high. The lockup schedules, I think, a little different, and you just slam into gears. Torque reduction is off. So you're driving it, but bang in the gear. So don't expect it to drive nice at low pedal. It is just for racing. But a firm said they could help build my credit so I can buy a Hellcat. 33 degrees, 85R tune, and that would be too much of a drag on the fuel system. It's a play kit. Yeah, 33 degrees. Who the fuck gave you 33 degrees on an E85 tune? Not Lund. It does nothing after 30. It just stresses out the fucking whatever. Whatever. 30. Oh my God, 33 degrees. What is wrong with people? Can we all get the sound clips? Yeah, we'll get the sound clips. Let's get in there. All right, that's one.
Oh no! We suck again.
Dylan.
Oh, you son of a bitch from Predator.
You son of a bitch.
Dear mister, I'm too good to call and write my band.
But some shit never changes.
Sasso.
Like Sasso.
No, Sasso.
My friend Charlie,
How are you?
How you doing?
Hey, Sasso.
No, no more Sasso. Now everybody call me Ron.
Ron.
Ron from Reynaldo.
Ronaldo Reynaldo. Ooh, man, that sounds
Pero
nasty.
pinche 956 a la verga. Curve.
You're not that guy, pal.
The
Trust me.
baby
You're
has
not
been able
that
to
guy.
latch, but I've not been able to produce any milk. It's okay.
Fool, you coming a little too high.
Hellcats and track hoes. They got Timmy
I
on the
love these
turn
sound
up in
clips.
the blast off. He went and got out for that body, took his mask off.
Okay, that's it.
Stupid.
Okay, we got bye-bye.
And we say bye-bye.
We got to get the fuck
Get
out
the
of
fuck
here.
out of here because I'm gonna fuck you out right now, motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Wally.
Heavy duty. Heavy
Duty.
You can't touch me. You're not man enough. I eat your asshole alive, you bitch. Fuck you, you hoe. Come and say in my face. Fuck you, ass for everybody.
My nigga.
I forgot I had that in there.
It's over. Nothing is over. Nothing. You just don't turn it off.
Oh, this is Beach Rubiate's car when he finishes it. One more time. That's a great one. Woo. You know what that sound clip is. That's all I can play on that one. It gets copyrighted like that.
We suck again.
You got Taco.
Hey, don't rub on that. You blocked that. You understand? That's alpaca. That's $25,000 alpaca. You block that shit. You don't rubber. Put the club soda on there.
This is Bondo Bird's truck when you put a Whipple on it and it went 13.7. Oh my God. That was his reaction. So this is his truck going 13s, an LT Chevy with a Whipple running 13s, and this is his reaction. Oh, all right. I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you for hanging out on Friday. Not much really to talk about except look forward to. I look forward to the interview with Joel Steele. I got to do a lot of editing. Got to do a whole bunch of stuff in there. And hopefully you guys enjoy it. It's long. It's good to sit down, just fuck around in the shop and just hear him shoot the shit. He did most of the talking and it went really well in my opinion. I'll be on the Peasant Chat. That'll be Sunday 9:30. Not sure if I'm going to do TDC or not, so don't ask. And I'm going to get the fuck out of here because I am beat and I'm going to try to get me a meal, get the fuck out of here and relax for the first time all week. All right, guys, have a good one. Have a great weekend. And I'll see you guys on the Peasant Chat 9:30 a.m. We'll see if there's a giveaway happening. We'll see if I can get my hands on a draggy or something and do a giveaway for the peasants on the Peasant Chat to keep the giveaway stuff going. All right, guys, have a great weekend. See y'all.